All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Evil West. So today we're going to be continuing our playthrough. This will probably be the last stream of this game, for sure. I don't know how long this stream's going to go for, but we're back. And yeah, last episode was pretty damn cool. We had a couple tough, but we had to fight our father, which that was actually a pretty good fight. We unlocked some cool new abilities. I got my rifle is now like a rail gun. And yeah, we're gonna try to finish off this story today. But again, thank you guys so much. I know the last episode of this was on the day that Starfield released, so the stream didn't do too well. But I wasn't gonna let the game. We're almost at the end. I wasn't gonna let the game suffer because of that. I almost didn't play it again. Because it just did that bad. But I wanted to finish it poisonally. But again, I thank everybody for coming and hanging out. We got to get into the bank. Let's see, do I got any points here? Oh yeah, I forgot about our little tornado thing there. Joe, thank you so much for the membership. Welcome to the family. Anderson, what's up, brother? How you doing today? We got Grim, Addy, Split, Savage, No Rain. I hope you all are having a great day. Wolf Gaming, what's up, brother? Mobinator, how you doing? I seen on Discord somebody posted a picture on Starfield. They built a Millennium Falcon type of shit. It actually looked pretty damn cool. I was very surprised. All right, so let's get this going. Okay. Again.
You think that bank's straight ahead?
Whoa, dude, you were dead.
Straight ahead.
All right, so that guy's like a part of the level. There's no getting rid of him.
More money.
He's a part of the level.
Taking it. Got through. I'll need that. Big ones. Huh. Maybe I can slip around past them.
So these guys are normal familiars, I think, or bandits. I can't. They're not the vamp familiars, which is weird. CSC, how you doing? When is the next State of Decay 2 stream? Whenever there's a new update, we'll probably check it out. Yeah, I've covered so much State of Decay on the channel that I generally now I only cover it when there's significant updates that change the game. Whoa. Look at that.
Now what? A fucking train?
So you gotta like temporarily stun those dudes with a gunshot so you can. Okay, so these guys are transformed. Shit. It's close. Like really close, man.
Clear.
Death ray. It looks okay. I don't know if I'd spend 10K on it though.
Smash it. I'll take that.
Oh, he's fucking healing. That was ridiculous, man.
Money.
I'm definitely not pulling any punches right now.
Damn, that's too high. Cash.
Yeah, my man like walks all around the planet, chat, when he could just walk down the street. Like, I could teleport and do all this other stuff, but my man can't walk over a gate or open a gate. Instead, we gotta scour the rooftops like an assassin. How much FPS am I getting? I don't even know. I've never checked on this game. 200 and almost 300 frames per second.
Almost there. Let's go. Maybe I should bring some backup.
Again, ridiculous. So it's saying I still have to kill those guys, but they're pretty invincible for the most part up there, aren't they? What's that? Phone over there. Okay, I got it. So those ones can be destroyed. Those ones can be destroyed.
Felicity, I'm coming. Fucking maniacs.
Gotta wait for our bomb to regen. Taking forever to the bomb for the bomb to regen. Oh, you don't have to. So the bomb you use for the environment
That was predictable.
isn't the same as the bomb that you use in combat. It's a glamour.
Damn it, more seals.
I have not Mudhorn. I've not watched that. No. I tried to finish Attack on Titan last night. I got one more episode and fell asleep. Fell to sleep. But this is actually quite a tough combination right here. Manuel, thank you so much for the 1 month, brother. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, the last season's a little weird for Attack on Titan. I definitely can admit that. Kind of turned Eren into a idiot, but it is what it is. It was just, I feel like the final season for Attack on Titan, they're just, it loses that like fear, you know. I used to like so like, I don't know, scared for them. It felt a lot more political. And I could like care less about like the politics of like army and all this other shit. It was just super, super political.
The third one.
Yeah, I gotta say, out of all the seasons of Attack on Titan, the last season is probably my least favorite. And I thought it would be the one I enjoyed most, you know, because the world grows so much, but they just, I feel like the show definitely needed another season. I feel like they kind of did like Game of Thrones, where they took the last season, like the last season of Game of Thrones, we all know could have been easily 3 seasons in itself. Just a war between, you know, against the White Walkers. They did it in like what, 1 episode or whatever. And that could have been a whole season in itself. I feel like the Attack on Titan, that last season could have been like 2-3 more seasons, and they could have done a way better job with it.
It's disgusting.
Oh, Grim, I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great day today, Grim.
You think your illusions can stop me? Think again! Debano. The fuck?
With the daughter trap him in here?
Did you really think
No.
she'd be waiting here for you? We all saw you through your father's eyes. And you're just not that important to him.
Where is she?
William considered you a rabid dog. He tried putting a leash on you, but you're just too wild to tame. He didn't understand. It's not anger that drives you, but the fear. You knew you could trust yourself without your father's guidance. You're just a scared little boy. Scared of change. Give up, Jesse Runtier. We've always been one step ahead of you.
I know you're sharpening your teeth for the president. You want to turn him. But since I shut down your leech farm and stopped the plague, there's just not enough of you freaks to simply walk into the White House.
What are you doing? No!
How does she plan to do it?
No! Stop! Just a failed opera! There's a premiere! President will be there! Exposed! With almost no security! It changes nothing. Washington is too far from here. You'll never make it in time.
Watch me.
We're gonna walk around with the head attached to us for then the game will literally be like God of War.
There's surely a bunch of her freaks protecting the show. Every bullet counts. Stay focused. We can't allow her to get to the president. Lock and load.
This better not be the last mission, chat. It's a real short streak.
We'll go and look for the president.
Send Felicity our regards.
Let's tear his fangs, sons of bitches, and you asshole.
Seriously? What happened to Potty Mouth?
Seriously?
That was painful.
That was a pretty tough fight, man. 3 like full-fledged vamps right there. Probably gonna regret that.
I'm taking it. Money.
All right, so let me see. Keep that. Okay. So now our E combo's good. Supercharged mode, supercharged plus. I'm not gonna get this because that turns, instead of costing 3, then it costs 4. And yeah, I'm not about that life. So we're gonna keep that. I will still get these down here. I'm probably gonna regret it, but wake punch. All right, there we go. So killing enemies in the air is 100% chance to get me energy pickups too.
That's mine.
It's gonna suck. Yeah, we definitely have a lot more energy now with this new build. Less health though, for sure.
I'm so glad you're here to witness this great change. With the president joining our bloodline, sharing his secrets just like your father did, we cannot be stopped!
We'll see about that.
I tried to make you understand. In order to build something, you need to demolish its past.
Your stupid ambition took everything from me. You turned my father against me and everything he stood for. That was a fate worse than death. I'm here to make sure you won't do the same to anyone else.
It's not pride.
She's fast.
You win with the weak. It's mercy.
Damn it, that hurt.
There's no pride when you kill the weak. It's mercy.
Oh, this ain't good. Oh, that was painful.
But a boring monster slayer.
That was painful.
There's no pride when you kill the weak. It's mercy.
God damn it, that hurt.
You never deserve to be one of us. You never match your father.
Jesus!
You've been irritating me for so long. You can't reach me.
Fuck!
I pity the fools in Calico. Leadership is not. I pity the fools in Calico. Leadership is not for you. Why can't you just die?
Ouch!
You never deserve to be one of us.
Damn!
You just died! You'll never match your father. There's no pride when you kill the weak. It's mercy. You can't reach me.
How about some light, gentlemen?
I pity the folding cargo. Leadership is here been irritating me for so. You never deserve to be one of us.
God damn it, that hurt!
It's not pride when you win with the weak. It's mercy.
It's not taking any damage, man.
Lighten you, folks!
Bigger now?
God damn it, that hurt!
You're nothing but a boring monster slayer. There's no pride when you kill the weak. It's mercy. I pity the folding calico. Leadership is not for you.
Shit, I just wasted my fucking power up to the cutscene.
You'll never be as strong as me!
Rentier, you beautiful son of a bitch. You did it. The situation is contained, sir. The Institute's resources were finally put to good use. It was just a matter of proper management. We couldn't allow for it to be led like a small-town family business. Or even worse, to be run by a woman.
Sir, this man continuously abused his position of power for personal gain. His poor decisions jeopardized the whole country. And for that alone, he should be put behind bars.
James, Dr. Blackwell here has shared some rather interesting information on your conduct of late. If even half of those allegations are true, I'm afraid you're done for. Mr. Rentier, your father was a great friend. Seeing your performance today, I have no doubt that his legacy is secure. I wonder, it appears we're down a Secretary of War. Ever see yourself in the Capitol, son?
Oh, I ain't much behind a desk.
Fair enough. Then I'll see to it that full control of the Rentier Institute is returned to you. I'm afraid only you have the, necessary skills to deal with a conflict like the one we appear to be facing.
We do, sir. We do. But to win this, we need to be bigger than ever.
And smarter.
With better protocols.
And stronger lines of communication.
Well, it sounds like you two have it all under control. You've got my full support in any way I can provide, son. Carte blanche, as they say. The sky's the limit.
So is that little girl dead? Well, that was quite a short one, guys. Ed, what's up? Yeah, she got real big. Oh, guys, I do have, so I can officially say that I have played Assassin's Creed Mirage. Can't talk about it, but I can tell you guys that I did play it. No, that was a good game, guys. It was it was quite linear in the fact, like, obviously I don't mind linear story games. But it was like overly linear to where like pathing started to get frustrating. But other than that, like, the story was fun, the combat was fun. It was just a fun game, you know what I mean? Now, would I tell somebody to go out and spend like 70, 80 bucks on it, like, or 60, 70 bucks on full price? No, but I'd definitely grab it on a sale if it's something that you're interested in. It's just one of those games you kind of play. It might have some replayability, maybe, but I wouldn't even really consider, because I don't think a second playthrough would really be much of anything except a new game plus. You'd be able to play on a higher difficulty with more of your skills and stuff like that. But games like this, I'm cool with one stream or one playthrough. Time for more Anthem. Yeah, I mean, I already uninstalled Anthem. No, yeah, that was not a game I started to do a series on. It was just kind of just started it to start it. It was to look at how, like, you know, because people say games are bad all the time. So that was kind of like, I want to see, like, how bad is this game? And kind of just do a one-off. And I want to do more of those in the future. Not games I necessarily want to do a full series on, but just kind of just check out and see if they're really as bad as people say, you know, because some people never really even seen Anthem until yesterday. And they were like, wow, you know, even though they said this game is bad, this is something that I would actually enjoy playing. So I think that aspect of it is cool. And that's kind of where I was going through with that kind of playthrough. But I enjoyed it. Anthem, I had a ton of fun, guys. Like, yeah, the combat was so fun. Like I said, the story might not be there 100%, but I mean the stuff like up to the point we're at in Anthem, like where we played to, it was fine. A lot of people say that the game itself wasn't bad; it was the end game is where the game really fell apart. So, but I feel like that it's like that with a lot of those like MMO style games. The end games where they really fall apart. So yeah, but Evil West was good. Like I said, I didn't know that the game was this short. The reason why I stopped playing is because I had something to do the other day. It was the only reason why I didn't finish the game, and then I jumped on today, and we only had an hour left. So that's the shitty thing about these type of games is I don't know how long they are, so I kind of just play. A lot of time I'll depend on you guys, but some of you guys it's been like a while since you played a game, so you don't really know like time. So you can give me like rough estimates. Yeah, kind of screwed myself over a little bit with this one. If I would have known it was going to be this short, I probably wouldn't have streamed it today. Have I heard of Alone in the Dark? Yeah, I think that was one of the games I was looking at of getting in October. Got a couple extra minutes, so I'm going to talk. So if you guys were only here for gameplay, I appreciate you for hanging out. We're going to talk for just a couple minutes. So I actually need to figure out what I'm going to start playing tomorrow. Obviously we got Starfield in the morning. This is how literally the second I beat a game, chat, this is what I do. I uninstall it, I remove it from my category, and then I hide it. Just so I can keep up with the games. And then but tomorrow we're gonna be starting a new game also. Every time you said, because I had this game, I Am Alive, but that's not what you were talking about. But yeah, we're going to be doing Starfield, but we're going to be starting another game tomorrow, a full series. And I don't quite know what the hell I want to start. Just, and that's the thing, chat. I'll sit there for hours, like hours, just staring at this screen, and I'm like, I don't know what to play, and I'll be like, oh well, maybe I'll play Batman, and then I'm like, well, Batman's not going to do that well. Maybe I should play something that will do a bit better. And then I'll be like, oh, maybe I'll play Deathloop. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, I don't really know much about Deathloop. It's definitely, well, maybe I should play DBZ. Well, what if my community doesn't really like it? And I'm going to be hanging out and it's like a 40, 50 hour game. Should we just stick to something short? You know, Deus Ex. The Deus Ex before when we played it didn't do that well. Maybe this one will do better because it's more modern. Looks really cool. But is it too close to Cyberpunk? I don't know. Should I? And this is what I do, guys, for hours. And I just freaking pop all over the place. Then I was thinking Generation Zero, but I was because this is like I've been thinking about playing this one for a while. So it's like a survival game with like robots and shit, and it sounded really cool. A lot of you guys were talking about it, but then I'm like, but does it have a story? Is it an open-ended survival game that I'm gonna get stuck playing for a while, and then people are just gonna get bored of it, and then you know, it doesn't really have an end? Because I want to play games that have like a definitive start and end. Like we started that game, the Infected, but that game doesn't really have a gameplay loop. It's just like you go out, you get better tech, you build up your base, and that's it. There's like nothing else to it. So I'm trying to avoid survival games that are like super open-ended like that. And I'm like, does this one have a story? Pretty sure it has a story and goal. But then I was thinking about trying that Sunken Land because everybody was saying Sunken Land was really good. So I was thinking about checking that one out while there's still some buzz and people are interested in it. And then I'm like, I don't know. I've already played Subnautica. Yeah, we already did Subnautica. We got Subnautica Below Zero, but I'm not starting that right now. We just beat the first Subnautica, so we're gonna let that simmer down a little bit. Then we'll jump into Below Zero later on. And then I also got Epic Games here. You know, we got the Borderlands games, which I've been talking about for a while. We just beat Crisis 2, so I don't know why this is on there. This one could. So these, and then I got these games that we still need to play too on here. But then it's like the Outer Worlds is too much of an like RPG. I don't want to really play something of that scale in lieu with Starfield. I feel like it would just be weird. And then I'm like, is Borderlands, you know, gonna do well? Like, should we? I don't know. But then we also have these games here of games that we need to. Some of these are gonna be like games that we can revisit or continue playing. Days Gone was amazing. I've already got. I do have a full playthrough of Days Gone on the channel already. 2 playthroughs. I do have Days Gone on the list because I do plan on revisiting it one day. But yeah, if this is a game I'm thinking about, Ed, I plan on buying that when it dropped. You know me though, I'm not big on demos. But demos would ruin the game for me for the most part. Not even ruin the game, but they get me excited, and then I gotta wait months. We haven't revisited This Land Is My Land, not yet. No, not yet. So Nathan, I played Days Gone on the hardest difficulty. And if I do Days Gone again, I do plan on doing New Game Plus. But yeah, New Game Plus actually doesn't make the game any harder. Yeah, so. And I've already beat it twice on Survivor 2. My first time ever playing the game, I actually beat it on Survivor 2. I plan on playing Arkham Knight, but we got to beat Arkham Origins first. So beat Arkham Origins and then play Arkham Knight. We already got a playthrough of Baldur's Gate going. The only thing with Baldur's Gate is it wound down a lot, like, you know, on the channel. Like, and the thing is I've been doing this for so long, guys, and I've told you guys this before. When I'm playing a game, I can just tell when a game's gonna die off. And Baldur's Gate was doing well. My first episode was one of my biggest videos I've done in a while. It had like freaking almost like 80,000-90,000 views or something. It was crazy big. Then my second stream I did of it was kind of like not even 10,000. It was way low. And I can tell just by the downward trajectory that by time I hit episode 4 of Baldur's Gate, I'm gonna stop streaming it because nobody's gonna be really watching it anymore. So that's just me and my prediction of how I could just tell, you know, looking at my community. I've been doing this for so long, played so many games. I can literally tell you by the second episode whether a game's gonna stick around or not. And I can tell you right now, if I play more Baldur's Gate, which I want to, it's gonna die off on the channel within maybe 2 more streams, and it won't even be worth playing anymore. I will, guys, listen. I would love to play DBZ. I would. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is a game I want to play so bad. I actually just watched the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie the other night. It was awesome. It was awesome. I would love to play Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I would start that shit tomorrow. No joke, guys. I would start that shit tomorrow. But the problem with it is I want to play the game so bad that I'm actually scared to start it, because if it doesn't do well, I won't be able to finish it. And once I start it, I'm going to want to finish it. But if the community doesn't support that decision, then... So I'm like, fuck, dude. I want to play it so bad, but I also don't want to, like... So it's like I'm putting it off. I'm just putting it off. So I don't have to get my feelings hurt. I mean, I know that DBZ has a huge community, huge community. I mean, I love DBZ. It's one of my favorite anime of all time. And even people who don't like anime have watched Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was like one of the biggest, I would say, Dragon Ball Z was probably the biggest Americanized anime. Way bigger than Naruto, way bigger than One Piece. Even though, because I would say it was bigger than Inuyasha. It was bigger than Full Metal Alchemist. Like Dragon Ball Z was probably the biggest, like Americanized, or like biggest anime received by America. What'd you guys say? Or the American adaptation of it was huge. It's like I watch most anime in Japanese with English sub. DBZ, I actually can't watch it with Japanese. I'm so used to the American voices that I can't stand the Japanese voices for DBZ. I think Goku sounds silly as fuck. Vegeta sounds silly as fuck. Like I hate the Japanese voices. But most anime, I can't stand the American voices. I can't stand it. But Dragon Ball Z is the exception. How do I know if a game will do well? I don't. Doug, that's exactly the point. Is I don't know if a game's gonna do well until I try it. Because I've been surprised. I've definitely been surprised. With some game choices that have absolutely popped off. But generally, games are like genres, trend on my channel. So I know if I play a certain genre, the game's gonna do well or be well received. Like if I know I play any survival game, any game that's kind of like a survival, horror, like zombie survival type of game, I know that game's gonna do well because my community is built around that genre. You know, if I play Deathloop, it's a shooter with some like stealthy stuff that I got a big group of people in my community that enjoy that. I know that. I have never ever played an anime-based game on my channel before. So this is a genre I've never even, I don't even think I've really played like fighting games like that. So this is a absolute anomaly on the channel. Anomaly. Like it would be wicked different. And I just don't know how that would do. And it's like, I want it to do good. And then I think it's because I want it to succeed. It's not going to. And then the way I look at it is like, well, if I wait till I'm till my channel's big enough, this is sometimes it goes. I'm like, well, if I wait till I'm big enough, then it won't matter because then I'll have so many subscribers that I could kind of play anything, and no matter what, everything will do decent enough for me to be able to just continue playing it. But I don't know. I think the bar might just keep growing, and I'll never actually achieve that. So. Because it's like as you grow, the bar kind of grows with you. I don't know. Split. I think if I played Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, right? This is my projection of how it would go. First episode, 12,000 views. Maybe 900 likes. Maybe 1,000. Episode 2. 7.2K views. Right? I'll say 7.2K views. If I decided to do an episode 3 after that drop, episode 3 will probably hover around 5.6 to 6.2K views. If I did do another stream after that, I think that we'd be hovering right around like 4.7 to 5K, and then it would hold right about there. I think every episode of Dragon Ball Z would net me about 4 to 5K views. Yeah, 2 years ago, 3K views would, hell yeah, it would, reason. Oh, dude, that was goals, man. I used to have I forgot how long ago it was. I used to have a minimum because like when you're doing this, you have to set like view minimums and stuff like that. That way I can, gauge whether a game's doing well enough. So I would sit there. I remember at one point in time, my minimum was like, oh, like I have to get if I don't get at least 1,000 views, that means, you know, not enough people are enjoying it. And then, you know, that 1,000 eventually went up to like 3,000 and then 4,000 and 5,000. And now I hover around like a 5,000 to 6,000. If anything falls below 5,000 or 6,000, I'll generally stop playing it. Yeah, Split said, dude, I'll watch your Kakarot series 9,000 times. I loved Evil West. It was good. It was good. So now it's just a matter of figuring out what the hell we're gonna play. So the Expanse we're playing, but I gotta wait for those episodes to be released. And they come out every 2 weeks. And then with the Infected, there's not much. Like that game is doing well. Like if you go look at the previous episodes, that game is doing well. The problem with the game though is I'm gonna get to the point where it's like, what do I do now? The one downside to the Infected is it has a very bad gameplay loop. If I'm giving like good criticism on it for a survival game, the gameplay loop is very, very bad. It's you go out to these POIs that all roughly look the same. You know what I mean? You get technologies, you come back, and then you just build up your base, and that's it. There's nothing else to the game other than that. Like you just go out, you get technology, you build it at your base. So I'm like, not a great gameplay loop. We played Division 1 and 2 on the channel. You got full-blown series of those. Generation Zero is a big one. I've considered this one quite a few times, especially late. You know, and then we watched that, I watched that Grounded video the other day, chat, when we were doing the 100K stream. And it made me want to play it again so bad. No, I can't try it on this stream. I don't want to commingle games because, like, say right now I tried Generation Zero. There's no way for me to know that Generation Zero's performance was good or not because this game is labeled Evil West. I can't label it Evil West / Generation Zero. I playlist all my games, so every game has its own individual playlist. I don't commingle games whatsoever, so... that's the only reason why I don't test like multi-game stream. Grounded's changed a lot since I played it. Don't tell me that, Split, because then I'm gonna want to play it more. One Piece Fishman Island arc. I'm in Wano, man. I'm like way far in Wano. Grounded is phenomenal, guys. It's so good. I've done Metro on the. I've done Metro. All 3 Metro games or 4, I think 3. Yeah, we played all those on the channel already. I Am Alive is 5.5 hours for me. Whoa, that sounds like a 2-stream game. What is this game though? I don't even know what the hell this is. I don't even know how I got this on my. I don't even know what this is. I don't even remember anybody telling me to buy this. Maybe somebody gifted it to me. Because I don't even remember this game. So Doug, the problem with putting out, because I've tried community votes in the past, there's no like trailer video. I'd have to watch it on YouTube, but I got demonetized the other day. I got a copyright against me on my 100K stream for trailers, because some of the trailer music and shit is copyright. And so that's why I can't mess around with trailers on the channel. I made an exception the other day on the 100K, and I regretted it afterwards because the stream was 11.5 hours, and YouTube won't let you edit a stream over 6 or 8 hours. So that video got a copyright, and good thing it wasn't a really, really bad one, because the only option I would have had is to take the stream down. But yeah, I don't mess with it. Yeah, it sucks, man. Copyright is just such bullshit, but it is what it is. But as I was saying about the votes, Doug, is I generally, I've done it in the past. I've put out votes, but what'll end up happening is, say I do a vote right now, right? And I put it up on YouTube and I'm like, hey guys, what should I play? I might get like 400 people to vote, but the 400 people that vote are a very, very, very small group on the channel. So even though, and then you got to think those 400 people are going to vote on 4 games. So say I got 4 games and 100 and 100 and 100. So realistically, I'm going to have about maybe a little over 100 people pick a game for an audience of 100,000 people. You know what I mean? So I could do the thing, 100 people or 150 people will vote a game, and then I start playing the game, and then that small, then it won't represent the poll. You know what I mean? Because the poll is only a super small amount. So that's the only problem with polls. Is yeah, they only represent a very, very small amount of your community who's like super active and actually watch their feed and interacts with stuff and, you know, and shit like that. So yeah, it's hard. I have no fucking clue what this game is. I've never even heard of it. I don't even know how I have it. Yeah, it's such a small sample size that doesn't really represent the community. Exactly. And exactly like Jay said, and then those 400 people that voted are going to be the people that watch me play almost anything anyways. So yeah, it's just really, really hard to know what is going to actually engage your whole community as much as possible, and keep as many people. That's why I try to play so many games. That way I can have something that at least you might enjoy. Shane, I'm absolutely loving Starfield, man. It's probably right now easily in my top 5 favorite games of all time. It's easily my favorite Bethesda game. That and Skyrim. I wouldn't put it above Skyrim yet. But I would definitely say it's probably on the same exact plane as, for me personally, as Skyrim, like in my love for the game factor. But I don't know. It might, maybe because of the setting, it might edge out against Skyrim for me. Do I think that Below Zero Subnautica would do good? Yeah, for sure. I mean, the original Subnautica did good. I just am not trying to play it too close back to back. It didn't do that well for me to back to back it. If a game absolutely just pops off, I would back to back it. But towards the end of our Subnautica playthrough, it started to die down a bit. And if I didn't want to take that, like, you know, everything starts off high and then it starts to dip down, and I didn't want to take that down dip and then go into a new game. So I let that dip go. The game will kind of fizzle out. People will go, and then when I jump into it, you know, there'll be like a big spike of interest again. So yeah, if I would have played Subnautica Below Zero, it probably would have done worse if I would have played it right after playing Subnautica. I don't know. Right now, Split, it's hard to say, man, whether it's above. Skyrim was one of those games that just like, it was so good, man. But it was so long ago, I can't remember. Am I going to do a series of Maneater? I don't know if we'll do a series of Maneater. That game was fun. It really was. But I don't know if I would do it's not really a series kind of game. You know, I don't think it would hold its own. Barry, how you doing? You thought Oblivion was better than Skyrim? I've never played Oblivion. Oblivion is the one where you go into the prison, or you start off in the prison, right? And then you like come out the sewer, and then like you're in the open world and shit. Because that's as far as I've made it in that game. So if that's Oblivion, that's how far I made it. Oh yeah, that is Oblivion. So yeah, that's how much of Oblivion I played. So what? Probably a couple hours. I don't remember how long the beginning of that game is. Have I played Rage 1? No, I got Rage. Rage is on the list here, isn't it? Maybe not. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I got Rage. I don't know what the hell it is. It looked like Mad Max to me. Like when I seen it, it looked like fucking Mad Max. I was like, what the hell game is this? But you guys said it was pretty cool, so. You could play Sky Oblivion, I thought that wasn't made yet. Is that out? Sky Oblivion, the version of Oblivion and Skyrim engine? Hey, Doug. Hey, man, listen, you don't have to worry about that, man. The fact that you subscribe to the channel, you're here. Yeah, you don't need to feel obligated or feel bad or nothing about not being able to be a member, man. That's not what it's all about, man. That's just extra. You know what I mean? That's literally all extra. If you guys, can become a member, hey, it is what it is. But stick around long enough, Doug. How generous people are in this community, man, I wouldn't be surprised that within a week, man, if you were gifted a membership on the channel anyways. I've played both Division games, yep. So Gears of War is a game I can play, but I can only play the first one on PC. And then Gears of War 2 and 3 are on Xbox only. Like for some reason, you can't play them on PC Game Pass. And then I think Gears of War 4 is on PC, and then Gears of War 5 is on. I think, yeah, I don't remember exactly how it is, but there's some of them I can play on PC, and then some of them I can't. Oh, Warframe's definitely going to get played at some point. I got it right here. As you guys can see, I played 16 whole minutes of Warframe. But back to the issue at hand, guys. Tomorrow, maybe we should just say screw it and play Star Wars: The Old Republic. Just pop off, chat. Just out of left field. Nobody's expecting it. Nobody's ready for Star Wars: The Old Republic. The most original move we can make, chat. Star Wars: The Old Republic is a fire game. I played The Witcher 3. We played The Witcher 3 and all of its DLCs on the channel. Recently, too. Yeah, we got a full playthrough of that. If you guys ever are wondering, like, what games... hold on one sec. Like, if you're ever wondering if I played a game... I gotta switch over to this. Just come over to my channel, like my actual channel page, and then go to playlists right here. Yeah, you come over here. Paul, what's up, brother? Thank you for the gifted, man. Paul, how are you still awake, bro? I appreciate you out here showing love, man. You come to my channel page, click on playlist, and then this is every game I've ever played on my channel. I try to do a pretty good job of keeping my games organized in playlists, so everything should be in here and organized for the most part. Yeah, I know you're trying to get one out there for Doug. I see you out there, Paul. When I first seen it, I thought Doug got it, and then I was like, oh, never mind. I was like, yo, that was crazy, but nah. But hey, we appreciate you either way, Paul. But yeah, you could come here and you could look at every game I've ever played, and it's all in the playlist. So if you're like, oh shit, he played Dead Island 2, you could click on the playlist, and then it would literally just bring you through. All right, everybody, the whole entire Dead Island 2 playthrough. You know, they're all in order right here. And that goes for, like I said, every game I've played for the most part. All nice right, everybody, welcome. So today we're gonna. You know, we Sleeping Dogs, friggin' we've done the Shadow of War, lots of games, guys, lots of games. I actually was scrolling through this the other day. Here's my Mass Effect my Mass Effect that we started. And got 3 episodes into it. And as you guys can see, it didn't last. Unfortunately, who knows? Maybe after Starfield, we'll be able to do it. Maybe we'll give Mass Effect another try. Ad with the gifted. Thank you so much, man. And Kat, welcome to the family. I appreciate you guys out here showing so much love to the community. Always. So yeah, we got some games that we could play. I just, like I said, I'm on the fence. I don't know what the hell I want to start tomorrow, guys. Maybe we'll play Fable Anniversary. You think that will be a hit, guys? Fable Anniversary. I don't even know what the hell that game is or why you guys made me buy it. Hey Design, thank you so much for the 5 gifted, man. And again, everybody receives one of those. Welcome to the family. I've never heard of that. Schmidt, no. My cyberpunk reaction, then stuck around because of your personality. Do community polls on Discord, not YouTube. Yeah, so I do stuff on Discord all the time. If you guys are in my Discord, I literally will just go in a general chat and I ask you guys shit all the time. And sometimes I do just go off of what Discord says. So if you guys are in the Discord, or if you want to, you know, you can ask all the time. I'll hop in and be like, hey guys, what do you think? I'll even ask for like thumbnail stuff. I'll have like 2 thumbnails. I can't decide on which one I want to use. I'll go into Discord and post it in general and ask you guys, what do you think? So I'm always in Discord, trying to ask you guys stuff like that. But yeah, that is a lot of the place where I'll actually ask questions about games if I'm like on the fence and shit. Oh, Final Fantasy 14. Shane, I own Final Fantasy 14. I would love to play some of that game, but MMOs are just very, very, very time consuming. So it's the only reason why we haven't started a true MMO. Forever Skies. I don't think I own that one right now. Assault. Wolf, I've been good, man. Doing good. Any plans for a Halloween stream? Athena, I was talking about it. We were talking about it a few streams back. I don't have anything like necessarily like picked out, especially in October because of how many games. But I think for Halloween, we'll do some. Maybe we'll do like a horror night or something like that. And we'll just like try a bunch of like horror games. So maybe we'll play like Fear. Maybe we'll start Fear on Halloween and play like some, maybe we might do like a horror night or something for Halloween. Play the DLC. So Kenneth, the problem with Final Fantasy VII Remake is it did so bad. I almost didn't even finish the game. it was performing that bad on the channel. I had to force myself to finish it because I was like, well, we're almost there, we're almost done. And then you see Final Fantasy just is not a game for my channel. Every single time I've tried to play 16, which I thought was way better than 7. 7 did bad, 16 did bad, and 7's supposed to be revered as like one of the best Final Fantasy games of all time, and that shit did terrible. It was crazy. So I don't know. Yeah, Final Fantasy just is not doing good for me. I don't know why. Working on a multiplayer mod for Starfield. If you'd be interested in testing it. Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely try that out. That sounds sick. Didn't they do wasn't there a multiplayer mod for Skyrim too? 16 was phenomenal. 16 was so good. Oh my God. It hurt my feelings that we couldn't finish it. The only Warhammer game I've ever played was this one. I played a little bit of Warhammer 2, Total War, but then a lot of that time was spent just confused, and because I don't have 15 hours clocked, not even a little bit. So most of that was probably I logged out after being confused and just left the game open for 12 hours. I am a big, and that's the thing, a huge part of my community is based off survival games. So that's why I was either thinking tomorrow I was going to start that Sunken Land game. So I was going to do I was going to do Starfield and Sunken Land, or maybe jump in and play Generation Zero, or maybe Fountain of Youth, or Grounded. Of Cyberpunk VR, I wouldn't be able to last, man. I'm definitely gonna be playing the new update for Cyberpunk the day it drops. Oh, for sure. But VR though, oh, that'd be rough. That'd be real rough. Oh yeah, we're playing Starfield tomorrow. I'm playing Starfield every day. We've played every Call of Duty game on my channel, every single one, other than like the older ones. But all of the newer Call of Duties we've played on the channel. Fountain of Youth is a good one. So I was thinking about getting a new survival game into rotation, because right now we don't. I had The Infected, and like I said, the gameplay loop with that game is not that great. So I was figuring I could maybe get a new survival game in the loop. Obviously, you know, so many people ask about Valheim, but I don't know if I'm ready to jump into this right now. Don't Starve is survival. That's a game I'm kind of on the fence though, because when I looked at the game, it looks very. I feel like the graphics of the game are gonna put people off, even though it's phenomenal looking. Like I love the art style of this game. I feel like a lot of my viewers are gonna be like, "What is this little kid game?" and then not even give it a chance. But it looks good. I love the art style. I think it looks awesome. I don't know, Shane. So when it comes to the 100K plaque, I gotta wait for YouTube to notify me, and then I gotta like fill out this thing, and then they'll send it to me. But they haven't sent me the thing yet. It's brutal. Hey, Draka, that's the crazy thing, man. Is like, you'd think Final Fantasy 16 didn't make it. You would think another, but Dude, it's like the games you think are gonna do bad are the ones that succeed. It's so bad. Or we could just play Fable, whatever the hell this is. The only thing I was worried about isn't this game from like the year two. Isn't it like, I don't know. I think the anniversary was the remaster, right? So it's not gonna have like terrible graphics. Man, I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at. It's got very positive. Like, is it actually good, guys?
Here you are. It's been a long wait.
Crash Bandicoot. The newest Fable, you can choose to be good or bad. It's got a very open story, but oh, so this one you can't like choose to be good. That'd be good. It says for every choice a consequence. Fully sounds cool, but it's probably one of the early on RPGs. Another nostalgia game, yeah. So it's like a ton of people show up, enjoy it for the first episode, and then after that, it might die off. Oh, you're talking about the new Fable? Yeah. I remember seeing. We watched the preview for that. I never played Cult of the Lambs. No. Am I gonna play Liza P next month? Yeah, we're gonna check it out. We'll check it out for sure. So I thought about playing a Dragon Age game. I have. I actually own Dragon Age Inquisition or whatever. It looked really fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie, this shit looked really cool from like the images I seen. I was like, yo, this looks good. What is it, like a Dark Souls type of game? I thought it was gonna be like a Dark Souls type of game. But I haven't watched any trailers or anything on it. That and then another one that looked cool was Dragon Dogma, because the second one comes out next month or next year. And then this one also looked cool. This one looked a little more dated than the Dragon Age one, but it still looked cool. Yeah, this game looked cool as hell. Oh, there's 2 more Dragon Age games before that one? Oh, I just seen, I didn't know, because it didn't say like Dragon Age 3 or anything like that, so I didn't know. Oh, is Dragon Age, oh, there's like, yeah, Dragon Age Origins and then Dragon Age 2. Oh, this one's from 2010. Is it dated though? Is it, would you say, it's got really good reviews. The only issue I have with old games like this is if they're so dated that they're not even enjoyable to play or watch. I don't know, it doesn't look that bad, honestly. I mean, the graphics look a little old, but Hmm. I don't know. I'm at the. Yeah, we talked about a retro night a few streams ago because I actually own a Super Nintendo thing. It's like this little like Nintendo has like all the games in it. And I thought about trying to do some like, you know, maybe some like Zelda, like the old school, like a Link's Past or whatever, like doing that, or like Super Mario or Donkey Kong, like those type of games. There's a bunch of them that I could play. I thought about doing like a retro night and just kind of try that out because those games used to be so hard for me as a kid that like me maybe going into them as an adult, like they might just feel way different, way easier. Rebel Galaxy didn't I thought I looked at that one already. What is that, a pure space game? Got pretty good reviews too. Do I play any Need for Speed? I haven't played a Need for Speed game since like Pro Street. Oh no, Athena, you've already gifted so much. You don't have to worry about. I don't even know what an Ocarina of Time is. The Zelda games that No, I know, yeah, I know it's Zelda. I don't remember which one that one is. Like, what system was that even on? Oh, Nintendo 64? Yeah, I never played. Like, the only Zelda game I've ever played in my life was the one on Nintendo. And that was it. I wanted to play the newer ones, the two new ones on the Switch, but I don't have a Switch that could run it proper. I almost did. I took my daughter's Switch and I hooked it up, but I was having like signal issues, like with my capture card, it was like flickering in and out. So I didn't end up going along with and actually doing it. But yeah, I thought about trying to do the I forgot the damn name of them, the new Zelda games, whatever they are, Breath of the Wild or something like that. Damn, how many Zelda games were there? I only knew the one on Nintendo and then the two new ones, the Breath of the Wild. I didn't even know there was other Zelda games. I might have played Darkwood. I own Darkwood. It's a game I'll probably try at some point. It's definitely not like super like super priority. There's a ton if you count handheld. Really, 45. What? Damn. I missed out on Zelda chat. I didn't even know Zelda was all that crazy. I remember I thought the little dude that you played as in Zelda I thought that his name was Zelda. And then yeah, come to find out his name was like Link. Not even remotely. No, that's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna figure out something. Might jump in and start a new survival game tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. I'll go and think over the list again, like I always do for hours. The issue is whatever we play has to be able to hold its own. As you guys can see, like the Evil West didn't do that well. So I got to play a game that is pretty interesting because right now that's one of the downsides to having such a powerful, like brand new game release that's absolutely like crushing the internet. Starfield is rendering like almost any other game I play obsolete. So like the streams are like so bad. So if it's like if I pick a game, I got to make sure that it's a game that's going to do relatively well, because if not, it's just going to get absolutely drowned out by like Starfield. So I don't want to pick the wrong game and it just get buried. We played LA Noire on the channel already, yeah. I thought about Valheim, but I don't know. Valheim sounds like a lot to take on. Like all these other survival games are like Valheim sounded like a very long game. And Val can get very grindy if played solo. Oh, really? Yeah, it's definitely a tough position to be in. When a new big game drops, it really kind of messes up the game economy. And it's like anytime I play Starfield, either most of my viewers right now are watching my Starfield playthrough because it's so long and they're interested in it. So nobody's going to show up to live streams. That and it just kind of changes the gaming economy and everybody's just watching Starfield content. And yeah, it kind of just makes it hard to play anything else. It really does. So that's why if I do play stuff that is not Starfield, it has to be stuff that's like very, very engaging for people. We played DayZ on the channel already. Because if not, it's just gonna flop super hard. And the last thing we want to do is start a game that would have done well, but it flopped just because of a timing. You know what I mean? What about Prey? No, I've never played Prey. Now, when we say Valheim is lengthy, how long are we talking? We talking like 20 hours, 30 hours? Because a survival game, I would classify a survival game really long, anything over like 40 hours on a survival game that doesn't have like a straight story. Valorant? Why does that sound familiar? Isn't Valorant like that game that came out that was kind of like Overwatch? It's a shooter, I think. 75 hours? That's like Ark. Oh, it's more like Counter-Strike. Heard of System Shock? No. Do I like mecha stuff? Yeah, we played like Armored Core 6 on the channel just recently. That was pretty cool. Yeah, Deathloop. Yeah, Deathloop is a game I'm excited to try that one out. But I think trying to play Deathloop right now in the Starfield economy, I don't think it's going to do very well. So, like I said, I got to make sure that the game we pick is... I got to make sure it can hold its own. A Bully is a game I plan on checking out. That's that Rockstar game you guys were telling me about, right? Yeah, I see. The thing is that this, I'm not really big at like a bandwagoner. Like, there's a lot of content creators. I'm not saying they're bandwagoners. It's how it works. You know, generally when a new game comes out and you're a gaming content creator, your goal is to like try to cover the new game while there's a lot of hype and buzz around the game. It's just, but I'm really bad at that. Like, I'm so bad at it. I just don't care enough. You know, a lot of the big releases I try to get on top of, but there's been so many games. Like Valheim came out, I didn't play it. You know, there's been a couple of games like that like brand new survival games and shit that have dropped. I just never played them. Like, not because I didn't want to, just because we had other stuff going on and I just never got around to it. You know, and a lot of other guys, they'll just drop what they're doing immediately and jump right into the new things. And I never played it. I would probably be more successful on this platform if I did play more of the newer games. But like I said, sometimes we just got a lot of shit going on, you know, and other games that we're invested in. And the last thing I want to do is drop a game. What's the game next to, oh, The Beast Inside? I don't know what the hell that is. I don't even know how I have it. 'Cause I wouldn't buy something that looked like that. Yeah, I don't think my computer can run that game all that well. So we'll probably just skip this one. I don't even know why it's on the list. Doesn't look like my kind of game. Really, like that my computer runs. What do you mean blame my PC? I don't have the best PC. I got sometimes, like, some games just don't run very well. It's just part of the business, you know. Maybe one day I'll get a better PC, you know what I mean? I'll be able to run better games, but some games are just too much. Hey, why you gotta bring up the specs, bro? I mean, those specs don't meet the minimum requirements for that game. Call of War. Yeah, we just got this game. Yeah, George just gifted us this the other day. It looked cool. But like I said, that's another game that I think will get drowned out. Turbo Overkill. Yeah, I've never heard of that one. I've played all the Hitman games on the channel. We played Hitman. Shane, I thought the same thing, dude. Isn't that crazy? That, like, yeah, first, it's just like I've never heard of a PC like have an issue running certain genres, but it just happens, man. It's kind of crazy how that works like that. You know, like And to think I'm like the king of horror, and you know, I love the horror games so much, and it hurts so much for me to not be able to like play the games I want to play. Like I thought, you know, that was my dream one day, is to just be like a horror game content creator. But yeah, my PC just doesn't run the games all that well. Hey, Big Ad, I'm glad I could be here for you. I really am glad I could be here for you. Doug, that is the issue, man. Life was so much easier when my game list was like really small, but then it grew and grew and grew and grew. And now it's like, it's honestly worse when you have too many options. It makes it harder, honestly, because it's just like you have so many options. Compared if I had like 5 games sitting here, I would just, you know, knock them out. I'd just figure out, okay, what order am I going to play these in? But when you have so many choices, it's like, and then there's so many things you got to take into consideration, like timing and you know, when should I play it? You know, should I play this now, or are these 2 games too similar? You know, because I've done that before. We were playing games that were just like similar genres, like tactical military shooters, and I was just playing too many of the same type of game, or I was playing too many like open world survival crafting games, like, and it's just the content kind of gets redundant or repetitive feeling. So that's why I try to keep things quite different. But yeah, those are the things I think of. Just play them alphabetically. Just keep it simple. Just play them in alphabetical order. Well, Raincoat, the problem is like I try to not overthink it, because I sit here all the time. I'm like, man, I'm really overthinking this. But then it's like I think I'm overthinking it, so I'll just kind of pull the trigger on something, and then exactly what I thought was gonna happen happens. And I'm like, fuck. See, I knew this was gonna happen. This is why I shouldn't have played this game. And then so it's like if I don't overthink it, it just kind of crumbles and falls apart. So it's like I try to like just think about it enough for it to work out, but try to not it's tough, man. Yeah, there's some crazy game requests, man. I've people have definitely requested some stuff. A lot of the games I've never even heard of. You know what I mean? I'll play Skull and Bones. Yeah, I'll definitely play Skull and Bones. I was gonna, yeah, we'll play Skull and Bones and games like that for sure. Revive says try to play the newer games first. Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to probably tackle the list, is to try to focus on the newer games. But the thing is some of the newer games have like some of the issues that I run into with like the newer games is there's always a game before it. So like, for instance, if I'm like, you know what, I want to play, I don't know, Batman Arkham Knight, right? Say I wanted to play Arkham Knight like a few months ago. Then I'm like, well, shit, there's like 3 games before that one. So then it's like, well, I can't just start with the newest one. So then I got to go back. I got to start with Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, then Origins, and then Night. And then that's how it is with so many games. It's like, you know, like some of these are like one-offs, you know what I mean, which is cool. But, you know, there is a lot of games that we've played, got up to this point where it's just like, oh, you know, we'll play the newest one. But then it's like, oh, wait, there's like 3 games before that. And I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, okay. I got you. Nate, so I'm on the fence with The Infected. I don't know if I want to play more of it or just jump into a new survival game, because I sit here and I'm thinking, if I play another episode of The Infected, what am I going to do? And this is how it is with a lot of, because I've played a lot of survival games on my channel. I play a lot of survival games in general. It's the same reason why I stopped playing like Sons of the Forest or State of Decay or any of those type of games, is because it gets to the point where the gameplay loop is just repetition. And as soon as you get stuck in repetition as a live streamer, the extremes get boring and repetitive, and not only for the viewers, but then it feels the same way for me. So it's like I'll jump in, and then it's like, okay, I go to POIs, I get tech, come back, build my base, go out POIs, come back, build my base. And the infected is already kind of grindy, and it's very slow and grindy, repetitive content. So at that point, I'm like, well, what the fuck am I doing? It's just the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and there's no like story to follow. So that's the issue I have with those kind of games. So like The Mist, I played The Mist, but then the game just got repetitive. The Mist we probably could have easily played more though, because there was still a lot of aspects of the game I never saw. But when it comes to like the infected, other than like building up the like rescuing the survivors and like trying to build up my NPCs at my base, it's just very repetitive and very grindy. And that's the problem with survival games, is some of them are they make really good video content. Really good video content. You watch like people like who have survival game channels. You know, you got the Outer Middle Show, you got Fooster, like all those guys, they specialize in like survival content. But the issue with, or the benefit that they have over a live streamer like me, is they could do 4 hours of gameplay, cut out all the boring shit, all of them just hitting rocks for 2-3 hours. You know, because that's what a lot of the survival games are, especially if you want to do a lot of the end game stuff. You're just sitting there grinding out trees and rocks and ore for hours. You know, hours and hours and hours of gameplay. You're just sitting there fucking hitting the same fucking tree. You know what I mean? And then it's like, I don't mind doing that stuff. It's part of the game. But then as a video creator, you can edit that out. You could show yourself like hitting a tree and then skip and then hitting some rocks, and then like, you know, you can make the little video edits of you going back to base and just kind of like showcasing it like really quick. And then you just showed like 4 hours of grinding in 30 seconds. And then you can get to the juicy stuff. You can get to the fun stuff that the viewers really want to see. But when you're a live streamer, it's just all out there. Like if I got to mine rock for 2 hours, you guys are going to sit here and you're going to watch me mine rocks for 2 hours. And that's it. There's no like way for me to fix that. So that's like the downside to being like a streamer versus like a video maker, is they can make their videos way easier to digest. And that's why they get so many more views, and their playlists are so much easier to digest, is because it's just, you know, after a while, people are just tired of watching you hit rocks. You know, it is what it is. Athena, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. Have a great night, all right? Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be playing some more Starfield tomorrow morning. Well, and I actually get a lot of things said to me when it comes to like survival games and stuff, because because I play so many different games, and I feel like a lot of the times I'm on like a time crunch to keep, because the thing about that I've noticed doing YouTube is I could play a game for like a month, and it seems like the 1 month to like a 1.5 month is about the time frame I got before people lose interest. So it's like, I feel like if I play a game any longer than like a month and a half, by the time I get to that 1 month and like month and a half, 2 month, people are just, they're done with it. The series will just tank unless it's like a really crazy good game. So the thing is I try to keep games moving, and you get games like Ark, for instance, where there's so much like detail that I could build in my like base building. You know what I mean? I could spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours grinding out resources to build all these amazing bases and, you know, fill the bases out. And people always make fun of me for my bases, but my bases are functional and they're time efficient, because realistically, I don't have the time to sit here and spend like 6 to 8 hours just grinding resources for decorations, because that's all they are. It's just decorations. And the decorations don't do anything for gameplay. So that's generally why you'll see a lot of my bases are mainly just gameplay focused. They're 100% what I need to do to beat the game. So you'll rarely see me like have decorations, because that's like, to build those decorations, especially in like a survival game, I got to go out and farm resources. And those same resources that I'm farming to build these decorations, why would I spend them on, you know, putting plants and chairs when I could build a workshop or this or that, you know what I mean? So that's why I always prioritize gameplay stuff over like decorations and shit. So a lot of my bases in games you'll see are just functional, and that's it. They're just functional. They get me what I need to do. But Starfield, like I said, we're going to actually go ham, try to build a nice base in this game, because it's brand new. It's going to have some longevity in it. And as long as I get on my base building early, I think I'll be okay. Did I know that Aaron Longstaff streams quite regularly now because of me? Yeah, Aaron actually jumped into one of my streams back in my early days playing Ark. It was really, really cool to see him. And I mean, that's cool that if I impacted him a little bit. I inspired him to do that. That's fucking awesome. That's cool. I mean, Aaron's a cool dude. You know, it's always weird, you know, when I sit here and, you know, people are like, oh, you inspired me to do this. I'm like, me? What the fuck? Like, I'm a nobody. I haven't done the new Wolfenstein yet. No, not yet. It's obvious. It's right here. You know, I plan on playing it. Just not right now. I played a little bit of Sniper Elite 5. We only did a couple missions. But yeah, we haven't finished it yet. I forgot why I stopped playing. There was a specific reason why I stopped playing it. I don't remember to save my life, but yeah, I stopped playing it for some reason. Because it wasn't like it was viewing bad or anything like that. I don't know why I stopped playing it, honestly. Michael, how you doing? Generation Zero takes place. So you guys said that Generation Zero has like a legit story, right? It's not like an open-ended survival game. Add Bobby, hey, enjoy that dinner, man. I'm gonna be hopping off here in a little bit anyways. Now, is Generation Zero like a legitimate survival game, like where we got to eat and drink and shit, or it in base build, or is it not that kind? Is it more like Chernobylite type of game, or is it more like what kind of? Because Chernobylite was actually super dope. I actually found that game to be amazing. Is it like an open world sandbox? Got to play those games still. AC Odyssey haven't started, and Valhalla DLCs. RDR2, damn, revived. That's a hell of a list right there, man. Not that kind of survival, more like POI, leveling and shooting. Okay. Is there looting in Generation Zero? Like do you got to go out and loot guns and ammo and shit? Or craft? Is there any crafting or base building? I mean, obviously I just fucking play the game, but it's like I want to know what I'm prioritizing. Or we could just say screw it and just dive deep, chat. They even got the Bardock story and the 23rd. They got the Trunk story. They got Super. Oh, that looks cool. What is it, like open world? What is it, open world Dragon Ball Z? I haven't played a DBZ game in forever, man. This shit looks like it's like open world though. Like you could fly, or is this like in a? This doesn't look like combat. Wait, it's actually open world? What do you mean? You can explore and level up. We're not doing no game. I got like, even when this one started, I got a copyright. Playing those game trailers the other day on the 100K stream, and I generally don't do it because of copyright. So, and I tell you guys all the time, there's no way to know whether like the music in a trailer is copyright, or sometimes they'll just even copyright you for playing the trailer, period. So I just stay off. Oh man, I don't generally mess. I'll look at the images and the pictures, but I generally only watch gameplay trailers off stream if I'm going to watch them at all. Now, when it comes to this Dragon Ball Z game, are in the fights, like when you're in the fights, is there any of like you remember in like the Budokai games where like you'd be fighting and then you'd get in those big like cinematic like quick time freaking awesome events where like kind of be like in the show, it'd be like some of the fight stuff. Is there any of that in there? Because I used to love that shit in the Budokai games. Wait, so this game is good? Yeah, copyright's wicked weird. It's like some things are okay. I mean, I could probably play. I've like out of 100 video trailers, 80 of them will be fine. But then there's no way to know what is, because it's not like it's like, oh, this trailer has copyright music or this gameplay music is like. There's no way to know. So instead of even messing with, I just don't do it at all. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. My content isn't made any better by playing that in it, so I just stay away from it. It's a risk I'm not willing to take. There is quick. Oh man, I don't know, Chad. We might have to try it out one day. I'm on the fence. The DLCs are dope on Kakarot too. So how does the DLC work? Like, can you play the DLC? Like, for instance, like the 23rd tournament, this takes place before obviously the main story. Like, can you play the DLCs before, like Bardock and stuff? Can you play these before the main story, or like you have to be in the main story to play these? Yeah, I won't buy any of the music packs for that, like the music compilation. Yeah, I won't buy any of that shit. Because I've gotten if anything, I'll just turn, if I hear the music and it sounds anything like the cartoon, I'll just turn the music off completely. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Like I said, I'm gonna sleep on it, play Starfield tomorrow, and if anything, the one thing I'm leaning towards right now is because I definitely feel like getting another survival game in a rotation because we just don't have one. And so I'm leaning towards either doing that sunken, whatever, the sunken land or whatever game. What was it called? I think I got it on my wish list. Sunken Land. Thinking about either starting this tomorrow or Generation Zero, maybe. Actually, hold on a sec. Actually, I might have something else we might be doing tomorrow. I gotta send out some messages and find out. So we'll figure it out though. We'll figure it out, guys. But if not, then I'll probably jump in with some kind of we'll jump in and check out some kind of survival game probably. But then the next day, like I said, like right now, I only have 2 games in rotation, or 1 game right now, which is Starfield. And I have nothing else in rotation with it right now. So we're gonna have a couple of new games spinning up over the next few days. I got some previews we're gonna be doing also on some upcoming games and shit like that, like early access previews and shit. So I just got to get some times and stuff figured out. But we will be doing some survival stuff over the next few days in combination with Starfield. So again, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I really do appreciate it. You guys came out, showed some love, and it means a lot. I know this was a bit of a short one. Didn't expect the game to be beat that fast. But I'm gonna go chill out, and tomorrow we'll be back at it. You know, early start. 11 o'clock or so. We'll be starting with Starfield again, and going from there. So hopefully, guys, you have a great rest of your night. If I don't see you tomorrow, hey, you have a good day. And then for everybody else, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.